All right, and some big Facebook news we're covering here on Chat Room. Mark Zuckerberg is laying off 11,000 people from Meta, and he's saying that basically COVID was too good a time for the company. A lot more people were online, a lot more people were willing to spend money online for ads, and basically they got too optimistic that that would continue. Now, of course, Zuckerberg and Meta's been in the news a lot too, though, for all the investment they've been putting into the metaverse. There's a lot of questions around whether that is a successful bet, whether it's too early to tell. What are your thoughts, John?
Yeah, I mean, I think they probably got in their heads a little bit with the whole COVID situation. People, more people working from home, more people using technology inside of their houses, kind of being in this bubble space. And I think they just got in over their heads. I think they invested way too much money. I know I'm kind of basically repeating what they said, but it makes a lot of sense, why that would be a good time to really take Meta from just like a thought to like reality.
Sure.
I noticed like I started seeing like a lot more billboards about Meta. Started seeing like a lot more things like in electronic stores where you can hook up your virtual worlds to the platform and stuff like that. And I just think they got way too invested. And now that the world is kind of shifting back to hold a minute, wait a minute, businesses are not making as much money with people working from home because that's another
Yeah.
story, so it seems like they're calling people back to the offices now. And I think that doesn't help in that space, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
a lot of the things that interest me personally in Meta was like, okay, so we can actually have meetings like we're at work in the office, but we don't actually have to go to the office. Like that was one of the things that interests me. I don't really believe in Meta that well, but like,
Yeah.
that would be kind of cool. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and you kind of mentioned it as if it's a side story, but no, I think the working from home, you're right, is front and center. And it does make you wonder if Mark Zuckerberg's like the only one who's like, ah, come on, we could have been shut down a little longer. I think that would have been great. And so Elon Musk just announced, I think today or yesterday, that he's recalling all the people that are still left at Twitter after the red wedding of firing for Twitter.
yeah,
Back to the office. So that's yeah. If even Silicon Valley's really having a return, then you're right. I mean, what is it going to be? A bunch of people sitting in a conference room on Meta, virtually and in person,
yeah,
because otherwise, yeah, it's. I mean, there's a lot where I feel like because I'm a little more cynical than I think you are about like the Musk and maybe even the Zuckerbergs of the world,
yeah,
where it just feels like they're gonna get in their bubble, they're gonna do what they want because they either haven't been told no in a while, or they have the money to do it.
yeah,
And I feel like Metaverse is that. I mean, it's definitely the kind of thing that some young, he's still young, he's my age, so we're gonna say young, still young guy,
yeah,
would be like, what would be fun? Virtual reality,
yeah,
would do. But whether there's the practicality, for it, and yeah, I mean, I worked at a publishing company before, and one of the reasons that I left is because my job was going to be on hold, but basically we had to kind of get furloughed because nobody was wanting to spend money on print. But that
gotcha.
they were going online. So yeah, I'm sure that cash cow was sitting there, and toy idea on one hand, cash cow on the other. Zuckerberg's like, this is a marriage in Silicon Valley that can
Yeah,
work.
right.
But yeah, probably just got ahead of himself.
Yeah, I think they approached it too fast too. I mean, I mean, I don't know what they actually saw, but I think like I know Zoom, like that platform, that space ads that run through Zoom, all that shot up during COVID.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure like my grandma, like on 2020 or 2021, was on Zoom call for like a Thanksgiving meetup. You know what I mean? So like
Oh yeah,
my
yeah.
grandma barely uses like a smartphone to the fullest. So it's like that put people that don't really even get on technology in that space just because of the circumstances that we had. So
Yeah.
I think, he saw that and just wanted to push it, and he poured too much money into it, and it's not looking so good right now at the current moment, especially with inflation. The Fed's raising up interest rates. Some of that money could have been loans. I don't know. You know what I mean? So that could have made it more expensive. Who knows what the real gist is, but I think he's underwater and he's realizing it now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Because I mean, we did a short on this that I produced, and it was talking about how much money he lost, and that was before all of this. Like he's lost so much. I almost felt like I needed to go back and edit edit the short to show how many more billions of dollars he lost of his personal wealth. Because
Yeah.
when you're rich like that, most of your wealth is tied into stocks.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it was just down, down. Investors are concerned. And I mean, tech takes time. There's so many things that we scoff at or wonder about now that will eventually get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just sounds like he shot his shot too soon.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
yeah. All right. Well, especially in that world, tech. But business, there's so much going on now with the always in flux economy and like you said, the interest rate. So we will for sure cover this and many other topics in videos to come. Please subscribe if you haven't already, like the video, and comment what you would like to see us cover next. So bye bye.
See you.